So WandaVision is now behind us, and the next big release for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which is not just cinematic anymore, is the Falcon and Winter Soldier show, which is supposed to begin later on this week. And it's going to be different, because what I understand, it's supposed to be only 6 episodes, but they're each an hour long, so they'll be mostly like movies, like little mini movies and episodes, featuring the continuing adventures of the Falcon and Bucky after the events of Avengers Endgame, with Captain America retiring and handing over the shield to Falcon. And based on all the trailers we've seen, it looks to be like this sort of buddy cop mystery suspense thriller adventure. Very different from WandaVision. WandaVision was like this hybrid, Twin Peaks Unsolved Mysteries, Erie, Indiana type of sitcom / suspense magic show, kind of, one of those kind of shows. They had a lot of different things going for it. This has a totally different tone based on the trailer, totally different story, and I am interested in it because, first of all, I love Captain America Winter Soldier and I love Civil War. And these characters were instrumental in those 2 films. And the Russos, I don't think, are directing any of the episodes, but the Russos kind of put the food on the plate for everybody to eat as far as getting Falcon and Captain America and Bucky over as big-time superstars for the MCU fans. Because let me tell you something, when I saw Avengers Endgame and they showed Bucky, he got a huge reaction in the movie theater. He's a popular character. So now he's got his own show. And the idea or the fact that Baron Zemo will be back, I loved him in Civil War. And I'm going to hopefully love him here. So I wanted to do a video discussing what I want to see from Falcon and Winter Soldier. And unlike WandaVision, my aspirations for this show are very much different than WandaVision. First of all, when it comes to this show, there doesn't have to be any sort of multiverse stuff in this show, although I do think we may get hints and clues of certain events happening that maybe involve WandaVision, maybe involve Sword. It's not going to be a big time centerpiece of this story. This story seems to be a lot more like an action-based show. It seems to be like a lot more of a suspense thriller spy show, and to be honest with you, that's kind of all I'm expecting. I'm not expecting that many crazy cameos or big surprises that'll lead to the future of the MCU, although we may get them. I'm expecting just a very simple spy thriller with some action, featuring Bucky and Sam being awesome, kind of disliking each other and having, again, that sort of, odd couple, buddy cop, I guess you can call it, dysfunctional relationship, but at the end of the day, they're going to end up being friends and they both believe in the same thing, and that is the good of people and carrying on Captain America's name and Captain America's shield. So both of these characters played Captain America in the comics at one point or another, if you go back. So having them kind of, I guess, fight over the shield could be a fun plot point. Having them go after Baron Zemo and his sort of terrorist regime or whatever it's going to be could be fun. Again, I'm not expecting much more than just a very simple action show. Now, what they could do is they could set the seeds for things like the Secret Invasion storyline. They could have something with Sword and Shield, because Shield's obviously involved and we have Sword. Maybe we'll get more about the backstory of the founding of Sword. We may even get a Monica Rambeau cameo. Probably not, but it's possible. We're probably going to get other MCU characters from the past coming in and having short cameos here and there. And we may even get something from Coulson and the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. people. Because I feel like if you're watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., you're probably not getting rewarded for seeing it too much. Because personally, if I'm being honest, I haven't even seen it. I haven't seen a single episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And I'm not saying that because I don't like the show. I haven't even tried it yet. I just never have had time. There's too many other shows to watch, too many other movies to watch. And from what I understand, outside of like leading up to Age of Ultron's opening scene, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. doesn't really have that much going on for it that's really affecting the MCU. So it would be cool if events from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. could actually have an effect here, and then that would make me want to go back and maybe watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and learn more about those characters and learn more about why I should care. Because there doesn't seem to be much here at all for that. So maybe they could use this to kind of boost Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and make it a more fun show. But I do see them possibly even having maybe even something to do with the Ironheart storyline coming up in the future. Maybe building up to something big. I am curious, though, if by the end of Falcon and Winter Soldier, if one of them will actually take the mantle as Captain America. That I am curious about. And also, with the rumor of Chris Evans coming back to play Captain America, will this be for a flashback sequence, for a cameo? Will it be a multiverse thing? Will this actually have something to do with that? Is he going to be on this show? Is he coming back? Will we have a storyline with him in the past? I don't know. I mean, I don't think so, because I believe this show had gotten done filming way before they negotiated with Chris Evans to bring him back. But I don't know. I mean, again, I'm not expecting much here in the way of leading into things, maybe low-key, but I expect this show to be different. I expect every episode to kind of have its own sort of self-contained story. It'll have its own, serialized story, I think, with the relationship between Sam and Bucky, and maybe even Thunderbolt. Maybe even Thunderbolt will be involved in this. Thunderbolt Ross. But, I'm expecting each episode to have like its own sort of espionage story. Sam and Bucky trying to break into facilities and fighting off terrorists, and really more of a special effects show, which kind of sucks that it's not going to be in the theater. Maybe someday they'll show the episodes in theaters. Sometimes they do that, on the big screen. But I'm expecting it to be more of a spectacle than WandaVision. WandaVision was a slow burn. WandaVision was much more methodical. This, I could see being more comedic and more fun and more lighthearted. This, to me, could be a good chance for them to sell merchandise and have it be kind of like more of like an old school Marvel action show. I mean, not Daredevil. I mean, more so like, the old animated Marvel shows, where you don't really have to think too much. WandaVision, you have to think sometimes, and everybody was theorizing and this and that. With this show, I want it to be a situation where you really have more fun with it, and you can kind of like not get so hyper-focused on details and on clues and things like that, and really, just enjoy what you see. So, I'm not expecting much, honestly, in the way of storylines. I mean, there's a lot they could do. Zemo is a great threat to them in the Avengers comics. We could have more. I mean, I would love it personally if we saw Ultron come back. Not saying to have him come back like before, but just having one Ultron come back would be great, because James Spader is amazing as Ultron, and having them fight Ultron one more time would be kind of cool. And even with the Avengers, Bucky and Falcon, a smaller, weaker version of Ultron, not a million clones, and it could happen because Ultron might be backed up on a hard drive somewhere. Like, who really knows? That's an easy character to bring back. And plus, in the comics, that Ultron kept coming back. So that would be a cool little episode if we saw him come back. Even if it was just for one episode, that would be fun. We may see different villains in each episode. You know what I mean? Different Captain America villains, smaller level ones, B-level ones in each episode, working for Baron Zemo. GSP is coming back from Winter Soldier. I mean, there's just a lot they could do. But I wonder, is this going to be hinting at Hydra still being around? Are we going to have more Hydra? I hope not, but they might, because hell, Hydra never ends, it seems. Hydra's always hiding around, always sneaking around, so we'll see. What do you think's going to happen with the Falcon and Winter Soldier? This video was a quick little video I did just to kind of give my thoughts and just dump my thoughts out. I didn't really think too much on it. I didn't really do any homework or any research on any of the theories going around or spoilers. I just kind of gave my thoughts based on the trailers we've seen, the teasers leading up to this show. What do you think, though? Am I wrong? Am I right? Let me know. Thanks for watching.